Well, good morning, Interbet fans, and welcome to the preview for Scottsville race meeting Sunday, the 19th of March. And hopefully, you had a very good weekend and a good day yesterday. Found a couple of nice ones and ended up being quite a good day all round. But let's go into today's meeting. We've got an 8-race program at Scottsville on the turf, and the pentometer's 24, so going is perfect, good to soft. 7.5 meter false rail. Let's kick off with race 1. Juvenile Plate, 1200 meters. Captains Christie's all the rage. Rachel Vinegar gets the leg up for the Mark Dixon operation, and they're in very good form, and she'll be extremely hard to beat. The Dangers, She Can, number 1. Serena Mudley for Michael Miller. They're very good with the juveniles. And African Folklore, I thought, won a good race. That's a stable companion. But it looks like She Can is stable elect because Mudley, I think, gets the rides. Godden has ridden She Can last time, and he now gets on African Folklore. So only on the jockeys, I think that might be the right way to go. But certainly, Captains Christie looks very hard to beat. Good time. 40-1 was the only problem. There's a betting stable, Dixon's outfit, and they obviously completely misread this one. Race 2, Maiden Plate, fillies and mares, 1,000 meters. And the old campaigner, Sea of Tears, she's got to have a good chance. She's got very good form. But Isn't She Bonnie looks like the horse they've all got to beat. Rachel for Michael Roberts. And this looks like a perfect race for her. Very thin. The horses that maybe have got chances are Law of Success, who comes from Joburg, and there is a slew of Joburg runners from the Bronkhorst and Matchett outfits, so they're probably taking the float and they expect to go home with some of the loot, which they probably will do. Joburg horses tend to be able to run very well in KwaZulu-Natal. So we move on to race 3, which is a Merry-rated handicap 1750, and here's one of them is Flag Bearer, number 1. For the Fani Bronkhorst operation, and I think there's a perfect opportunity for Flag Bearer because there's a very, very thin race. There's a lot of horses with some sort of chances. El Rey Vane gets the blinkers off, which is a surprise. They run very well with the blinkers. Family Favourite's got form, gets Rachel. That's got to have a big chance. That's number 2. Now, the 2 ex-Kareem horses, Rodriguez and Captain Who, might go very well here. I don't know what happened with Lorenzo, but these horses are now in the care of Louis Hussen. Race 4, Maiden Plate, fillies and mares. They go 1750, and here I think Laf's filly Manic Monday will go very well. Gets DeMello, third run after arrest, and 5-2 looks like a decent price about this one because. As I say, thin, the horses that she's got to beat. Pixie and Love's got good runs on the Polly. Gets Rachel, but draw 12, that's not in her favour. Salient Point, 3 runs ago. This has got to be a big runner, Salient Point. Woodley gets a ride on it. 3 runs ago, best run at Scottsville on the turf. And that was in a 1950, 1750, should be no problem. Nanotti improved last run, and that will go well too. So that goes into all your play. Right, race. The interesting thing about the Nanotti is that Rachel rode it the last twice, and now she's on Paul Gadsby's runner. That shows you something. Race 5, merit rated 1200, fillies and mares. I'm going strongly with number 2, Reefway. I think the blinkers are the business. The stable companions, obviously a big dangerous run on last time, second run after arrest. That's Red Roses 2, and I think that they'll probably end up fighting it out. The rest have all got some sort of chance. Race 6, merit-rated handicap, 1200 meters. I made it 3-cornered. McCartney won a maiden and won pretty nicely in a pretty reasonable time. And Jason Gates might get the best out of this. The interesting thing is that Sean Veal has opted not to ride McCartney. Now, why would that be? Because Senior Garcia gets Veal, and McCartney gets Jason Gates, and yet Veal won on McCartney. Well, I'm going to ignore that. Maybe they had a fallout. The Gliding Fish has come down from Joburg. and Mark Dixon has this one, so DeMello gets the ride on that. And that might be the big danger, the gliding fish. And then number 10, coming in hot, another Joburg Raider from Fani Broncos outfit. Really looks well handicapped in a race like this. Race 7, a merit rated handicap, 1400 meters. Beyond the Boundaries, my top choice, and Sean Veal for Alison Wright. Looks like the right horse. 3 runs ago, Sean rode this gelding and won on it. So he knows the gelding. He won at Kenilworth. Should go well here. Ibutu, the stable companion. I've been very disappointed in this horse. I think this horse got ability, but maybe a danger here in a race like this. And Crested Eagle will come in with some sort of chance. I think that Crested Eagle will go well too. The Mellow rides now for Doug Campbell. Race 8, Fillies and Mares, 1950, another 3-cornered contest. Leopard Lady is my top choice. Leopard Lady I fancy strongly today. I think that this will win. She's been running from terrible draws, so she's had that all against her. And all Patel has to do is just place her in behind the leaders and let her run on. She runs on well, and this should be perfect for her. If she hasn't, if she just keeps on going, she's got to be able to win a race like this. Rise, I make this a runner. I think she'll go well. DeMello aboard it for Hudson. Tinder Dry, the Joburg Raider, that's there to pick up the pieces. Got very good form, and this might be a perfect race for it. And then Sea Eagles, a find of the race, number 8. I think will go well. 3rd run after a rest. Runs on his last 2. Moodley for the Michael Miller outfit. Blazing Astute also runs on, but wait for another day. So, from me, James Goodman, and the whole Interbet crew, you remember, you bet with Interbet, you bet on the tote, and the money all goes back into racing.